Hey, I'm Rob Patz.
Hey, I'm Jason Webb. This is Thrive with Rob and Jason. Another Wednesday here. Rob, Thanksgiving week. It's one of my favorite weeks of the entire year.
It is. It's one of my favorite too. Here's the problem though. I feel off. I'm on the wrong side. Have you noticed this? This is
Yes,
not my
it
side.
does feel. Hold on. We're going to
Okay.
do this, okay?
Woo,
There
feel
we
better.
go. The world is right.
Thank you. I feel better now. It's like, and this isn't what we were going to start the show with, but like in your family, and I come from, though I'm an only child, I come from a good sized family.
Mhm.
And like at holidays, do you have like your seat? Like that's
Oh, yeah,
your
completely.
place? Yeah.
Yep.
And I just felt out of kilter right here, right now. I was like out of kilter. I was like, no, I can't be over here. I've got to be here on this side, like here where I am now. And I feel good. Greetings and salutations on this Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I call this pre-eat day. You eat today to practice for tomorrow.
Yes.
So you start early.
Time to start stretching that belly.
Yeah, you got to start. This isn't for the weak. There's no faint of heart. I mean, I don't want you like passing out before the pumpkin pie or the pecan pie, whichever one you have. And
We'll get into that discussion later.
Yes, we will. But no, it's a great time of year. I like Thanksgiving. An interesting study about this, and we didn't plan this on, but I just thought of this, and which is pretty much the way this goes. People. This is not scripted. But the interesting thing, and the study was done, and I believe it was Forbes. It may have been Barron. It may have been one of those magazines. But they were talking to executives, and they asked them which holiday during the year was their favorite. And over 73% of people that are in the workforce world say they love Thanksgiving more than any other holiday. And you know why? And this was an interesting thing. Oh, totally. I love Thanksgiving. Me too. It's because it's like, and I think a lot of it really rings true, is you don't have that pressure
Exactly.
of gifts. And I love giving gifts, but then you're always like, and especially giving to somebody you really, you're related, but you're not
Don't
like
really
super
know.
close with.
Mhm.
And you're like, I thought it was a cool gift. And they look at it like, and they put it down and you're like, I put time into that. Thanksgiving is also, I think, just a great time. And I think for us here at the show, it's crazy to think that it has been only about 7 months since we started doing this.
I know, right? So fast.
And I want to say this before I get into teasing Jason about his football team. I want to thank each and every one of you to look at the numbers. And actually, one of our guests today is still part of one of our biggest shows ever. And he doesn't even know it, I don't think. And just to have the welcoming feeling that people give us every week when we're doing this. People will send me text messages. My mother, before she passed away, of course, it's been a month actually today, or 30 days since she passed away. My mom liked Jason better. And all of my friends will text me and say they like Jason better. And I'm okay with that because I picked Jason. So it's okay that you guys like him better than me. As an only child, I'm having a hard time with it, but that's okay. I'm going to get through it. And truthfully, though, and I tease, I'm super thankful for Jason. Jason has not only become the co-host of this show, he's so much more. He works for us here at Abundant TV, and he also has become like my best friend. He is the guy that I go to, that I bounce ideas off of. And we just have a great time, and it's scary. And my wife said this in May, is we all hung out together, and she goes, "Holy cow, you're just like Rob," which is a compliment, by the way, because she married me.
We share a brain,
Yes, we share a brain, and it is super funny. But anyway, we want to thank each and every one of you. Of course, the show runs live today on Wednesday. Tomorrow, Thursday, this will be on the network several times. And we want to tell you how much we appreciate each and every one of you that watch Abundant TV, fastest growing Christian app on the internet right now.
Yeah, completely.
And
And Rob, I'd just like to thank you and Kristen for what you guys have done in following the Lord, his lead in building this network and getting these messages out there, and this platform that you've built to spread the gospel and talk about what we do here, Thrive, with our faith and with our businesses and just everything about that, and you helping the ministries. You are one of my best friends. Completely agree with that. I love you as a brother. Thank you so much for you and Kristen, just for believing in me. So I want to get that out there, and very, very thankful for that, and thankful for our audience. As you said, some of these messages we're getting in, being able to talk to them about things within their life, it's been super, super incredible. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Now, time to talk about, because everybody waits for it.
Yeah,
it's fantasy football.
Get rid of that sappy stuff,
Yeah. Yes, get that out of the way. It's time for our fantasy football update. My team won. Jason likes to remind me that his team is still better than mine, but I won this week. One of us lost.
If it had, when we first started this show 7 months, I had hair, Rob, in this fantasy football season. I've been, it's rubbed off.
It is. Well, it's been one of those years, and it is what it is. We're in a 12-man league for those of you that know fantasy football. I think I moved up to 5th. I think it was. Is it?
I'm
5th?
Still second or third. Just to let you know.
I don't know how that happened.
Bragging or anything,
I guess, yeah. I'm guessing that you have California people counting your votes, and that's why you're.
Well, they're still counting. Yeah,
you're still second. It may take a couple weeks.
Oh, speaking of politics, and if you do want to have messages for us, reach out to us on our X accounts.
Yes.
Here is mine that you can check out. Just Thrive with Jason at Twitter. Leave that on there for just a second, and then here is Rob. So you can follow us on there. We do talk a lot about politics on there. That's a lot of what we do talk about. We get a little bit more vocal there, so just be warned.
Yes, be warned that I will use the clown face a considerable amount. It is my favorite part of Twitter. Is I use the little clown guy quite often.
You did, yeah. You sent me a couple of those this past week with our Denver mayor saying he's going to step in on some things. So we'll leave that for Twitter for another time.
Yes. But it's so interesting. I think, Jason, how many of you that are watching, and you can send us a note, how many of you think Jason should run for mayor of Denver? I think it would be an awesome idea.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Maybe next year I'll announce it. I won't win because I'm a Republican and conservative, but hey, I'll give it a shot.
I think it's good. I think it's good to get in there and do that.
Yes. Hey, Rob, I do have a question for you.
Yes.
I need to know, give me a memory of Thanksgiving that might be a little embarrassing.
That's
embarrassing. I know you got a few.
Gosh, that's embarrassing.
There's awkward. How about awkward? We'll go with that.
Well, there were both. It's embarrassing and awkward. So it was, I believe it was 05 or 06. I can't remember the exact year. So of course, you get the turkey, got everything on the plate, on the table. So I'm sitting down. My mom, if you knew my mother, was very formal. It was just a very, it was very, it looked like those TV specials you see where everybody's sitting down, the glassware, the whole thing. My mother loved that whole thing, had the full China situation going. Sit down, and it's just thankfully family for this. So there's 8 of us, and I don't know what I was doing, and I'm wearing at the time I was wearing a sweater, and it was this cool ivory colored sweater, and of course we're passing stuff around, and I thought I had hooked a piece of meat, right? Mm-hmm. Just one piece.
Did you?
Oh no, I didn't. And the whole plate of turkey starts to come, and so I'm trying to catch it. So when I catch it, I lean in, and there is now gravy and potatoes across my chest, and that is one of. And it was the sad part about it. Of course, I knew that was never getting out of that sweater. And it was an expensive sweater, and it was the first time I'd worn it.
The big question is, did you scrape it off and eat it still?
No, I did not, because it immediately it was like one of those loose weaves. So it was like really in there, and I'm like, no, I'm not going.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
I actually excused myself, went and found I was wearing a t-shirt underneath, and I think I put my vest on. I had like a Columbia vest. I just wore that for the rest of the. It was awful. So that's my experience. What about you?
I don't remember any of my embarrassing moments. I know there's some, and I'm sure my family would love to tell some of those, but I'd like to tell one story about we were at my sister's house. Thanksgiving for us it's my favorite holiday. So the entire family gets together. You know, we're big foodies, we're big guys. We like to eat, right? So we're all over there, and we're cooking. You know, I love to cook, so I'm part of this regime. We're cooking. Well, my sister was cooking a turkey overnight. Great stuff. Took that out. She started making the rolls for for dinner. Well, we look over and we're seeing some smoke rolling out of the oven. We're like, oh no, what's going on? We open the oven and it's a big fireball that comes out of the oven. Some of the turkey drippings and stuff drop down. The rolls are, we burn up everything. It was quite fun, and we still talk about that story. That was probably 15 years ago.
So do you ever go out? Do you guys ever go out for Thanksgiving?
We never have.
My mom and dad started doing that. My mom actually really went into doing that later. It was probably, I think it was after the turkey incident. And so we would go out to a restaurant that was part of the golf course that we were a part of. Mm-hmm. And so we would do that on Thanksgiving, and it was easier for mom. And of course, being an only child, I didn't want to clean up.
Yes. So completely agree. Well, hey Rob, let's get our guests in here.
Let's do
that. I'd like to start with Mr. Richie Scruggs with Wrestling for Christ. As you talked about, he was actually Richie. Here you are. Here, you were the most watched episode that we had on our show. Did you know that? I don't know if you knew that before this.
No, I was told that it was pretty popular. I didn't know it was the most watched or one of the most watched. I knew Rob had told me it was pretty popular, so that's about all I know.
Yes. What are we up to today? Do you know, Rob?
I have not checked this week. Last week we were over 108,000 last week.
Yeah, 108,000 of our viewers had watched it. I really think that they were looking for you with the haircut, you know? So,
guys,
Richie,
I am losing you. I'm only getting every other word.
Oh, okay. No, hey, Richie, what we're going to do, let's bring Trish in, let him reboot real quick. So let's bring Trish in. We're going to let Richie, why don't you go out, reboot your there he goes. He's going. There he goes.
Well, awesome. Well, as we wait for Richie, let's bring Trish on. As we just had Trish on last week of our show with Moxie 360. Trish is another one of my close friends. Trish, great to have you on. We're talking about Thanksgiving today. Did you catch anything what we were talking about? Do you have an awkward moment?
I had a very awkward moment. The first Thanksgiving that I ever hosted, my ex-husband's family was coming over, and let's just say we went out the night before because all of our friends were back in town. And then, so I got up in the morning and I cooked the turkey. I put it in upside down. So it didn't really cook as quick, and I forgot to put sugar in the Jell-O and whatnot. But you know what? We made the best of it. We had a good time.
Was it like the Christmas vacation turkey that just opened up and was completely dry?
No, it was actually it was raw. It was the opposite.
Oh,
it was raw.
Even worse.
Yes.
Oh.
So, I guess the good news is it got me out of hosting Thanksgiving for the next 8 years.
Something good came of it.
See? So, hey, Trish, because you're a fellow Minnesotan, what is one thing that you realize now that is just us from Minnesota eat at Thanksgiving that I don't think anyone else does? Is there anything you can think of?
Oh my gosh, you're putting me on the spot. Lefska or
Lefska.
There you go.
Lefsa, yeah.
It's clearly not a very good Minnesotan.
It's Lefsa. Lefsa is good. Lefsa is basically like the very thin pancake. Yeah. And yes, we would eat that in the morning. My mom would wrap that with brown sugar and cinnamon and put butter inside it. And you eat it like a pancake is what it is. It's basically a very, very thin pancake.
Right. And there was always herring on the Thanksgiving table.
Yes.
Really?
I had forgotten about that. Yeah, usually creamed is the only way I really could eat it. It was, I cannot eat it just straight. And there are a lot of people, if you're Minnesotan, you'll realize this, is that a lot of people eat it just like pickled. I have to have it in like some kind of a cream sauce if I'm going to down here.
Herring? Yeah, not a fish person here.
No, most people would eat it pickled. In fact, I've it's not my thing either. I've been chased around the room, people blowing their breath at me after they eat it.
Oh yeah, it's nasty. No. Oh, it's nasty. Yeah,
it's nasty.
Hey Chris, hey Trish, we've talked a couple times this week. I know you get family's a big part of what you do with grandkids and kids and everything. Now, you got to tell the story of your granddaughter this week with her unicorn boots.
Oh, with her unicorn boots.
Yes.
So I gave her unicorn boots. She just turned 3 this week, and I gave her unicorn boots for her birthday. And she opened up the package and she said, "Grandma Tish, I need to put these on, and we have to go to the park and show people."
Show my friends, right? Yeah.
And show my friends. And so we went there, and guess what? None of her friends were there at that particular time. And so she was really sad, but we did go back. And so she's wearing them nonstop. I did talk her into.
Hey, you're forgetting the part about the dance party in your driveway. I got to hear this. The audience wants to know.
We also did on the way to the park. Grandma played These Boots Are Made for Walking, and we had a dance party right in the middle of the street.
And you didn't...
Until Mommy and Daddy came driving down the street and realized that we were having a dance party in the street, and then we had to kind of take it into the driveway.
Oh man, I would have loved to seen that. That would have been really cool. And you didn't even get any videos of this.
No, but I do have a video of her blow drying her hair this morning. So. She told me no video when we were having our dance party.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Yes, that's hilarious. And some of the stuff that she's saying, and also your grandson that you keep telling me about, that, oh man, see, family of Thanksgiving, it's just synonymous, right?
Yes, absolutely. And I've been very blessed this week to have them, that they've been staying with me. So not as much work has been getting done as normal. So to my clients out there, I apologize, but grandchild time is just so precious. So
completely.
Yeah,
and I guarantee
behind me that's doing the work. So
yes,
I'm thankful for them as well.
And that's one of the best parts about having our own businesses is having that leeway to be able to do the things that we want. Like we talk about Thrive on this show. Thriving isn't just business. It's about family. It's about life. It's just everything. And so, our audience, maybe a lot of people thinking about having their own businesses and things. Well, this is one of the reasons why, right? We got some grandkids running in the background there. Yep.
Yes, it's absolutely. It is a huge blessing to be able to do that and take the time off. And, and so after they went to bed, I just, I worked a little bit late and, got things done. And most people have just been extremely, everybody actually has been.
Oh, there's the granddaughter. See, there she is.
There they are. Hi,
Grandma,
come here. Come up here and say hi.
Yes, that is so cool. Hello.
Can you say hi? This is Miss Kennedy.
Hi, Miss Kennedy. How are you? You're on TV.
You're on TV.
Yep, that is awesome. You're 3. Yes. Well, Trish, I got to ask you, pecan pie or pumpkin pie?
Pecan.
Pecan? Oh, see, me and Rob, we've already had this discussion. Rob's on there somewhere. Rob, you need to jump in here and here. We got you on. Oh, really? There you are. Rob, she's saying pecan.
I don't know. I mean, I like pecan. I actually just like the jelly and the pecan part. If you just had that with some ice cream, I'd be good. The pecan part, I don't want. Here's the thing, and this is my theory on the pecan versus pumpkin on Thanksgiving, right? So you've eaten a lot. I mean, your job is kind of working already on Thanksgiving. I don't want to have to work it out by chewing on the nuts, the pecans. So I want something that's kind of spicy. It's kind of like the cherry on top of the day. So you just throw that pumpkin down, and it's just the way it goes. And so I just saw Richie disappear again.
Yeah. See, for me, it's a texture thing. Pecan pie, I'm not a huge fan of. It's the pumpkin pie, it's the apple pie, it's the peach pies. Like we love our pie at our house. Like we usually have about 10, and there's only about 10 people there.
We are. I'm making. Well, I'll make it tomorrow because we are actually celebrating Thanksgiving. Just my son and his family tomorrow. So, but then the big group is coming on Saturday, and we're making a pumpkin cheesecake.
So good. So good. You know, me and Rob were talking about this before we jumped on here. Costco has, you know, we should just be sponsored by Costco by now, as much as we talk about it, Rob. But Costco, their pumpkin pies, and they're gigantic. They started right after about Halloween. I'm going to say we're already on our third pie. I think you are as well, Rob. So,
well, it's a great treat. Now, my wife's family is the same way on the pie thing.
Mhm.
I think she's making pie, and my mother-in-law is making a pie. I think every family member is bringing a pie. All the kids. So
awesome.
I think we'll have about 7 or 8 pies, and there are 15 of us.
Awesome. Hey, Rob, I do see Richie back there. We're going to bring him in. Okay.
Okay, let's do that.
Richie, how are you doing, sir?
Guys, I'm doing good.
Hey, can you hear us now, Richie?
Here is awful. I can hear you.
Well, we're on pies now, Richie. So pumpkin or pecan? We got to get into this question first.
Pecan pie.
Wow.
But you are a Southerner, so.
There we go. Yeah. We're split 50-50.
So
we need
Richie,
a tiebreaker.
Being the wrestler, I know you got to have some awkward moments at a Thanksgiving meal. You got to tell us one.
Well, you know, not really awkward moments, but being an Army brat, I can remember growing up in Fort Benning and Fort Knox, Kentucky, eating in the mess halls with all the soldiers. And
that's a cool memory.
Having to fight over who gets the turkey legs.
But that is a cool memory. Yeah, I you know, that's one thing here, being thankful, right? Thankful for our soldiers, thankful for our military, like that allow us to be able to do this type of stuff, to be able to share our religion. So thank you for that. You know, with
yes.
being in that side of it, just thank you. That's all I can say. So,
absolutely,
guys, I apologize. I don't know what's going on my end, but I keep losing you.
No problem, Richie. We'll kick you back, and we just wanted to have you on the show and let everybody know Wrestling for Christ. Let me throw something up there real fast, Rob. You want to throw that QR code?
You'll have to do it because I'm in another thing because I was going to tell Richie something.
No problem. Here's the Wrestling for Christ QR code. You guys can check this out. That's their Facebook page. They got some live events coming up. Love it what they're doing. They're getting to wrestle and spread the gospel. So that's really, really cool.
Yep.
So,
And
Richie, thank you so much for everything you do and letting us be a part of what you do and spreading the gospel.
And then he's gone.
Yes.
Just like that. I don't know if he was raptured, but
he's back. There you go. Perfect.
Flashbacks to the Tyson fight.
So awesome. Well, Trish, great to have you here again.
If you can hear me,
guys, what do you guys say? You said you're having plans for
Thanksgiving.
tomorrow and then Saturday for the big event, right? Because you have
yes, the big event is Saturday.
Is that family, friends? How big do you get? Like big ones for us when we had our big family events growing up, we would have 40 people at a Thanksgiving. Like I can remember times where we would sit out and the guys would go out to the back porch and fry turkeys, and we would fry turkeys for hours. It was just something. It was so fun to do. So how big do yours get?
Well, Saturday, I believe we're going to have about 12 people. So
okay.
Not as big as the 40, but it's really great to be able to have that. And what's nice about being in Texas is that we can utilize being outside. So it's going to be about 65 and whatnot. So we'll probably have a photo outside.
I don't want to hear that, Trish. I'm looking outside and it's snowing where I'm at right here in Colorado.
Oh,
it started this morning. Okay. I'm not a fan.
It looks like it's going to spit snow here in about 10 minutes. So I'm not listening to you.
I know, right?
I don't talk about 65. Which would be cool though, because I love wearing shorts. So here's this thing, and I think it's our era, Jason. Did you like wear shorts a lot? So like
hoodie.
Yeah, in a hoodie. So I did that a few weeks ago. It was like early November. My wife looked at me like I was crazy. I said, I'm going to squeeze in one more time in these shorts before the year is up.
Oh, there's sometimes in December I'm still wearing them, Rob. It's what we do, right?
So I have a lot of friends in Minnesota that wear them year round.
Exactly. And in Minnesota, they're wearing the shorts and the Crocs too in the winter.
But I guess, in their
not even my relatives. If they are, I'm not related any longer. Just be noted, if you're out there and you're my cousin, one of my cousins who still lives in Minnesota, and you're wearing Crocs, we are no longer related.
Well, here let's throw up Trisha's website so people can
There
see
we
this. Moxie 360. If you have a business, you're thinking of starting a business, branding, websites, everything else, Trish is your lady. She
And
is
in the subject line, put "Yeah, you betcha."
yeah, she'll understand what it is, right?
Yeah.
But just incredible work that they do. Design team. So check her stuff out there. Rob, what else we got here?
So,
Throwing
what
you
are
on the spot.
let me just back up a second. So Thanksgiving traditions, do y'all have a tradition of going
Ooh,
around the table and saying thank you
we do,
or
yes.
whatnot? So tell me about some of your traditions.
So last year, my oldest daughter, she was 18 at the time. She just turned 18, and we're starting to go around the table and say all of our thanks. And she didn't make it, and about half of the people on the table did not make it because they could not speak because they were crying so much. So, and I love my daughter, but she gets into this super sobbing and just ugly cry right in the middle of everybody, and I love it. I thought it was amazing, but okay, then I cried too, so it's fine. But anyways, I'm a big guy and I cry. Don't judge me, okay?
No, not at all. Actually, I think that's fantastic.
Yes, but we definitely have that tradition.
And wear pink and everything else.
Yeah, that is definitely a tradition that we have. When I married my wife, we've been married 8 years now, Hillary. That's one tradition she brought to us is she likes to sit at the table with everybody. Real plates, which was kind of new to me because I grew up using paper plates for everything. So when I do my family stuff, we still do paper plates because it's easier. Her family does that. When we still do the traditions. It's amazing. So we get around, we pray, we invite Jesus into there and the Holy Spirit, and then we do our thanks, and it's incredible. So do you have the same tradition?
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our family, we do that. This technically is my first Thanksgiving with all of my immediate family here in Ohio. The first year that I lived here, we did their whole big group family, and then last year was with just my immediate family, my wife and I and my mom, and now this year it's just Kristen's family. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be awesome. I'm excited.
Awesome.
And
well, really, really cool. The traditions are amazing. This is why this is my favorite holiday of the year is Thanksgiving. The family, the food, football. Of course, we got that on there too, as well. But
go Lions!
yeah. America's team. They're not really America's team anymore with Dallas, right?
No.
Unless because America, we won in the election, so we can't have them as our team because they keep losing.
Yeah, we don't like losers. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, Trish, thank you so much for being on the show again, and the audience will see you more.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you again. I really appreciate it. Thanks for letting my grandkids be a part of this, and the cats down here. I mean, this is again what Thanksgiving week is all about, right?
Completely. Thank you so much.
That's totally it.
Good to see you.
Wow.
Thank you.
It's just, and we're truly thankful for everything and everyone that watches and all of the great people like Trish, like Richie, like Blake, and everybody that we've had on multiple times. We are truly blessed to have you as part of our family here at Thrive, and we just appreciate each and every one of you.
Yeah, thank you so much for everything, for being an audience and listening to us, because we're going to talk either way, and we love having you hear us. So thank you so much. And Rob, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, buddy, and go out and thrive.